Our region is so interconnected, so interlinked that it's quite impossible to have changes in one particular country which will not affect the others. So it's quite difficult to just say, to pinpoint a couple of countries where you say changes will happen. Now, of course, the obvious case is what is going on now in Gaza, what is going on in Lebanon. Israel is in a quite precarious position where security considerations are very, very high. And of course, the big question is how Iran will respond to what is going on in Gaza and in Lebanon. We already had some indications, and we're expecting to see if there's more coming, and how, of course, Israel will retaliate. The big fear, the big problem there is whether the action of one will carry with it everyone else in its alliance. Of course, when you have conflict creates displacement of people, disrupts economic activity, demands humanitarian aid, and of course is greeted by losses of human lives. And we see that France is trying to step in and ameliorate their humanitarian crisis going on as we speak in Lebanon. The EU has pledged to help, but the big question, I think, is can this be stopped? And how can it be stopped? And who is going to stop it? And as everyone now seems to be preoccupied with leadership changes or leadership troubles in the West, the big issue of contention is if others will step in to fill that void. But energy can be an issue of contention, or it could be a multiplier of growth. And in my mind, we should be seeing it as something positive and not something negative, provided we place it in a win-win situation, if we create win-win scenarios for everyone involved. And that's why it's important to say that interdependence and interconnectivity should take place not despite of the geopolitical risk, but actually because of the geopolitical risk, because it can be a unifying factor. It can create trickle-down effects, which will improve the life and the living standards of millions in our region. And of course, prosperity begets security, prosperity begets peace. So it's very important in a region ridden by conflict to find the unifying factor instead of considering energy and natural resources a dividing denominator.